Hey guys, Nate with PlayYourCourt.com. Today I'm going to show you how to improve power and targeting on your serve. All right guys, today we're talking about power and targeting on the serve. All right, really excited about this one. Today's instruction is for PlayYourCourt players with a rating of 70 and above. If you're not familiar with the rating system, be sure to get in the platform, check it out. Let's jump right into this. What are we talking about? We're going to be focused on the boosters today. We're going to be talking about the kinetic chain from the ground up. We're going to talk about jumping. And so some of you may be jumping, but you may be jumping incorrectly, all right? Especially if you're going backwards, all right, or if you're just not getting enough lift off the ground, and even more importantly about how you're landing, all right? So these are the things that we're going to dive into. We know that the kinetic chain works from the ground up by firing the feet through the floor, pushing, and then really firing this right hip. And this creates this big, massive kinetic chain, almost like a bullwhip, where everything is delivered through the conduit of the arm and then snapping to the wrist. And that wrist, man, what a special joint, because this is what's going to give us even more ability to create power. All right, so not necessarily shoulder over shoulder or all the other things that we're talking about. They're all big parts of the serve, but today is solely about boosters. What we're going to focus on here is about how you're landing, okay? We want clearance, all right? So we want an obstacle. Think about why we see so many ATP, WTA players doing box jumps, right? Really getting down in a squat and just loading up, all right? This is the power that we want, but what's important is how we land. All right, so for a dominant player, for a right-handed side dominant player, I should be landing on my left side. I should be transferring power to that non-dominant side and landing on that left foot. All right, today's drill, we're gonna show you exactly how to practice that without even hitting a ball. All right, so you can practice at home and start improving your serve immediately. The trajectory, what are we talking about when we talk about targeting? All right, it's all about trajectory. When you're not getting up off the ground, your trajectory becomes fairly narrow. The margins in which you're clearing the net are limited. Therefore, the targeting becomes really, really difficult. All right, so for younger juniors or maybe just shorter adults, hitting big pace is tough. That's why we often use topspin or slice or whatever. But it doesn't have to be limited. We can get more power by getting up off the ground, and therefore the targeting improves because the window becomes bigger. All right, so if I can get the ball moving 2 feet above the net instead of a foot above the net, I can aim for smaller targets, and that's really important. So if you're at home and you're struggling hitting targets, it may be because of the boosters. All right, let's jump into demo mode. Let's take a look at this drill. You can do it at home. You don't even have to hit a ball. We'll get you ready to get out there hitting those big serves. Let's check that out now. What ends up happening is a lot of us misunderstand the jumping, right, in order to use the boosters. And so what we commonly see are players who jump and they turn into the folding chair, right? They jump and things go this way, right? Hence the folding chair, and that becomes a big problem, all right? The other thing that we see is that players that are trying to get forward and trying to get that left leg down, what they end up doing is they shut it down really quick before the rest of the serve has happened. It's too shallow, the jump is too small. So why do we see a lot of the ATP, WTA players doing box jumps, all right? Because it's an explosive movement. Going down to a squat and powering up, you are using all of the muscles, man. I mean, from the glutes, the hamstrings, to the quads, the core, really powering up. All right, so we don't need necessarily a box jump here, but what we do want is something that helps us initiate the jump and getting clearance at least this 4, maybe 6 inches off the ground. All right, and that's what we have here. So when the serve is working correctly, what we see are players landing on their left foot, all right? And this means that we're getting everything forward and that we're finishing out on this left foot. So something that you can practice at home, because you don't even need a ball, right? If you have a mat, we have them here with our junior academy, and we incorporate with adults. So we have mats, but if you have a case of tennis balls or anything else that's fairly sturdy, low to the ground, get out there and practice this, all right? And so the specific drill is I'm going to go through my service motion, but as I go to boost, I'm going to land on that left foot, all right? I'm going to try to hold it, right? Think of it, it's a little bit like gymnastics, right? You got to stick that landing, man. But you'll notice here, if I don't get forward, I don't get up on the mat. So if I'm used to jumping this way, my momentum's going down, it's not forward, I don't end up on the mat, right? So what I really want to focus on again here is getting this boost and then up to the mat. A little wobbly there, got to work on my lower legs apparently. All right, so guys, from here, once we feel pretty comfortable with this, all right, then we can start incorporating our serves and really focusing on the transfer of weight, of getting out to that left foot. But get out here, use the mat first. This is really, really important. We'll show it to you one more time, and then we're gonna jump into the serves. We'll actually hit some serves here now that we've got this conditioned. All right, guys, a fun one today. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked today's video, please hit the like button. And if you want to make sure you just never miss a Play Your Court video, hit subscribe. All right, and guys, I know we beat it over the head. Check out the platform, man. It is an entire ecosystem of everything that you need for tennis. We're going to do it all. We're going to provide you with everything because we really want to grow this sport and we want to help you improve your game. All right, hit like, hit subscribe, check out the platform. We'll see you soon.